Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild and this is the drone I want to use to transport uranium from the surface to the base I have up there. I've already prepared the drop-off point and I am now struggling with a pickup point because I want to use PAM to get this whole thing running. PAM has a way to pack basically the stuff. You can record a path and then it will just use kind of roughly this path to fly to between two different destinations when you set up PAM to be a shuttle, kind of. The big problem that I have is on the planet, the whole thing kind of wants to connect, but it can't. So I will have to record the whole path again. And then hopefully, we can then just fly it back down. So to record the path with PAM, we have to lock the whole thing down, then go and take a look again here. I want to do this. You can see that down there, the beauty of, I think it's built, yeah, it's built info that does that. We have the up down, that's the buttons to move what we want to do, and we want it to record a path. So we apply this, then it tells us that it at the moment is recording the path. We just unlock because now it has set this connector as the one that is the, I don't know, there's two different things, a job site and a thing. I don't care. It's the home position, I think, and we will go to the job site now. That is here on the station. I've bolted down some cargo containers here on the site. And we will just fly to there. Dock up, and that should be then all for PAM. PAM is relatively good at that. It immediately detects this ship as a shuttle. Because I don't have drills or grinders on here. And now we just want it to lock down, and I think we can then stop path recording. So that's a good thing. So now PAM should be set up to follow our orders. Main problem that I had again is the home position. This up top here, I had no problem with that. But with the home position, I definitely had problems. The ship wouldn't correctly return. Now I'm kind of trying to work with the position of the connector. I brought it a bit higher. Maybe we need to move it off of the center there. We will see how that works out in the end. I have done not mods with, yeah, I've done a mod switch. I had assertive installations installed, and assertive installations is kind of not deprecated. They retired it because there is a new version now that is basically, I think, all in one assertive stuff. Pretty neat, but now I also have flying ships that come through. See, there's already something moving there, and I'm not sure how dangerous these are. I will keep that. By the way, I see the line there. That we will come to that in a second. That's the ridiculousness. I tried to use ion thrusters for the drone, and ion thrusters are just not working well. Even the largest ones were relatively weak when it comes to bringing the ship up from the surface of the moon. even with the large ones, you still have the problem that they don't work, and even the bit of gravity that the whole thing here has. Come on, please, 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 please. Work, 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 work. Yes, yes. It doesn't look nice, but it works. That's how I want to have that. So now we need to look into what the drone is supposed to do, because that would be the next step, the behavior settings. I think we take a look at that. So we can load, we have a max load of something, unload ice. We have ice now, but the main thing I want to transport is uranium. I have set it up with a sorter. Let us go to that down here and then just smash in the whitelist uranium, and we go for uranium ingots and then we just say drain all. So there should be still enough uranium going into the reactor I have down here to keep the base just running, and I also have the solar panels. Now the question is, does the container fill up? It doesn't. Maybe it gets... It runs into the connector before. Okay. The top station is set up. Ooh, I might want to use. Sorry for the noise. I might want to fill up my bottles down here to be able to live a bit more. So now I hope that this works. I will just start it and let it run, and we will see how fast it goes up, how fast it comes down again, and if it keeps just doing what it is supposed to be. We don't have batteries, we have a reactor. The reactor should be filling up automatically. It says that there should be a minimum of something 5 kilograms of uranium in there, and the hydrogen should fill up. That's a good thing. So on damage, return home, acceleration, that seems to be fine. We will do one run with it and then we hop off once it... So shuttle job, leave on undock command, on undock. Okay, I'm absolutely not sure what this all means. So here we can set timers and set it to what timers it should do once a thing docks. I'm pretty sure we don't need that. So we will start a job for now. Waiting for command, uranium, hydrogen 100%. Question is, will it wait until it is full and then go? Or will it stay waiting for command? So now the question is, can we... It might wait. It might wait. I'm not sure if this works. I've never used PAM for this, so it could just be... It could just be that it kind of does this now all the time. Let me see if there's stuff in here. So connector 3, Why is it not going into this connector? It should be on the ship. It should be on the ship. It's not passing through the whole thing. That's a problem. Another question is, does a sorter... Okay, the uranium ingots should go into the thing if I just pull it from there with a sorter, but then I'm running into a circle. Can I... Okay, this is not the way to do it. But we can't empty it out if it sits in there. So we might want to set timers then? Try 2 different connectors. That could be a way to go, but let us see if we move it by hand. And that's definitely not the plan for the future. That's definitely not how I want that. So we have the medium cargo container. We have a connector that is filled with uranium. We will just move this over here. And I kind of want this thing to go. It waits. It definitely waits for it to be completely full. The thing is, if I tell it to drop the stuff off, then it will... Then it will drop off all the stuff that is drop out everything that's in there when the shuttle is not here. So this is not the solution for this. And the big problem again is that the whole thing waits, and I don't want it to wait. Can I set something in the programmable block? Enable broadcast. That's only for there's ways where you basically can have a controller that's on the ground that makes stuff work. So if I lower the number, that might work. Stop waiting for command. We could go and set a timer, bring a timer that every time it connects gets then just triggered, and the whole thing gets undocked. If I tell it to undock now, what is it doing then? Okay, now it does the run. So that's what we kind of need to do. We need to always tell it to, okay, now you undock after a certain amount of time. But the big problem still is that we need to get the stuff into the connector. If we have... Nah, that doesn't help. So what we can do is we set up a sorter that pulls in the stuff that pulls the stuff into the cargo container. Yeah, and then the thing is that when we have an external sorter, like here on the station, that pulls out the stuff, it might empty out, and then we just And then we just have timers that undock the thing after a certain amount of time so that the cycle continues. I think that's what we'll do. Please, no. You don't know. Come on, don't do that to me now. Now the other side doesn't work. That's okay. Now it worked. Thank you. So we now set up this sorter to just grab uranium from here. We already have done that. It is set to drain all. Is that thing empty now? This is empty. Good. We have uranium stored in here now. Good. So now we undock it and fly back to the surface. And then we need to work with a... No, you don't need to fill uranium here. Filling up, if you don't need to fill up hydrogen here. Ugh. It will fill automatically anyways. Good. You ignore hydrogen. That will be filled up automatically. Go now. It does that. Good. Now let's hope it reconnects again. It doesn't mess that up again. The PAM is just the worst. No, it's not the worst. It's a cool script, but it's just it is not doing what it is supposed to do. Okay, the line, by the way, the crater is I had to set up an ice mine to bring in ice, and it's I don't know, 3 kilometers down the crater. You can see where the line is running. It's coming in. I don't know if you can see that. We will see the line is kind of going to the up left there, and then it goes up the crater wall and down into the next crater, and there's ice. So we will take a look at this in a second once this is stocked again. And again, I'm just needing, you can see it's really small amounts of hydrogen that I need. I might even change the size of the hydrogen tank that I have here. I'm still not a big fan of the, or I like hydrogen thrusters, but on the other hand, I don't like refueling with anything. So I overdid it, and that was completely not necessary. Good, that works. So here, I've used a pipeline to run it down here. By the way, I've ships down here now that just land here because they get into the gravity and then can't do anything anymore. Yes, I have the stations. I wouldn't need the solar panels and the batteries because these don't need power, but on the other hand, I don't want them to vanish. I used the hinges to get the bends in, basically. These things, these parts are set as a station, so you can't have them on hinges. They will not work then, because then they are not considered stations. So I've converted them into stations to get them to work and have these crazy bends in there. It works relatively well. Here it's okay. Down here I've done that again to aim the whole thing. Why are you wobbling like this? This is just not... there's noise again. Sorry for the noise. I need the smart rotor hinges. I will use these ones. That should work still. Good. Again, this is just the littlest patch of ice that I have here, and it brings in a tiny bit of ice to give us the necessary hydrogen to run the drone. Again, all the other thrusters or atmospheric thrusters will not work here anyways, but the ion thrusters also are not even in this small gravity good enough to really work this out. Again, I had so many large thrusters on there, I think 4, and it moved not really well. And you can see that with the 4 small hydrogen thrusters, it works really well. Good. Now the next step. Let us add the timers, the sorter, and then hopefully we can get this thing going with on a timer base where it undocks and then it just redocks and can just go back and forth. That would be great. So it refilled the tanks, good. And I don't know, we leave it 2-minute intervals or something like that. That should be the thing. So I need small conveyors. I will use the conveyor junctions here. We need I think the adapter. It's not called adapter. How is that thing called? I want this in I think it's somewhere in the spot. So we need a sorter. You go here. Then we use the conveyor converter. That's what it is called. And then we use some... We will just connect it up here with small conveyors. At the moment it looks, as always, it looks like a hack job what I'm doing here, but I hope that it then works. It will cycle through there, so the uranium will move all the time. But I hope that what I could... No. I could put that on a timer too. Have the timer run this thing then for, I don't know, 30 seconds. Grab the uranium, turn off. Let us not overcomplicate it for now. So we will just use the sorter on the ship. You also will just whitelist uranium ingots, drain all. So now everything should run through the conveyor sorter into the medium cargo container. So the thing picks it up at least. But the problem again is that it cycles now. I'm not a big fan of this, but we will go with this solution for now. Then we need a timer. God, this thing looks awful. I need to find a nice way to just put some blocks around it to make this whole mess vanish. This is the, I think the third drone I've built, or the fourth. I'm not really happy with this. That's one of the big problems that I have with the new. Oh, no, that's no. Okay, everything's fine. That's from. I thought that's from the assertive thing. The assertive brings some blocks with it. This is from Sectan's alien mods. I can't be angry at that. So a timer. The timer will run the. The timer will run the. Will run the programmable block. Timer. This thing should run. Now the question is, I hope you can see this. Yes, you can see this. I need PAM, and I need it as an in-game script. And we need to take a look at one thing for a second, because there needs to be a run command that lets us. Do you see the second? Yes, you see the second thing again. So there needs to be a run command that then script modes. No. Commands there. That undocks the whole thing. Up loop, down loop, apply, undock. Starts undocking in shuttle mode. Thank you. That's just the undock command. So we run that after 1 minute 30. So you go 90 seconds. And then you just set up actions. We grab the programmable block. That's the PAM programmable block. And you run undock. Undock. Confirm. So if we test it by triggering it now, I say. So timer. Trigger now. We rename the timer and give it the PAM. The PAM tag. Maybe that helps in any way, but I'm pretty sure it also can't hurt. So now we trigger the timer and it should start the loop. It starts the loop. Nice. So it flies again. Maybe I cut this out. I'm pretty sure it will take 3 tries again or something like that. Maybe that was my messed up flying. Now it will retry. It would be so great if these scripts could learn and just, okay, I now know where the connector is. I will fly to it way better now. I'm not sure. This I'm pretty sure that's something scripters might want to try, but maybe the whole thing is not really meant for it. The question is why? What could it be that it is so unstable now? Why is it not finding this connector now? That's the whole issue I had on the surface. Does it need to get closer and closer to it, or what is it doing there? Now, it just finds the whole lock to it. So now if we take a look, is the uranium is loaded off, so it's not in the drone anymore. So the The circling around is not nice, but at least it worked. So do we have uranium on? That's uranium in a connector. No. That is uranium in the drone, so it must be then this uranium that I brought up here. Or I will manually go and take a look at this. It's just, it is there. So now again we will fly back and take a look how can we set up the timer? How can we tell it to run this timer after every, after every switch, so that it can fly back and forth? Question is the whole refueling process fast enough to be done in the 1 minute 30? The base doesn't have any tanks. So the tank on the drone is the only tank that's there. It should get filled up immediately. And the amounts of hydrogen it uses, again, it's just not really that much. Let me arrive at the base. That was nice. Why do I now have problems up there when I didn't have them before? And I don't have them down here anymore. Settings. Ugh. I hate this, looking at setting screens. Okay, unload ice. That's still the... We don't need to unload ice, so... Maybe we will use that for something else at one point. Okay, so... The max load, that's maybe something I want to deal with, because maybe this thing runs full at one point. It will still hopefully undock then. Ignore, good. But now I want to... If I stop this, can I then set up the job again? Set up shuttle job. So you go on undock, leave connector on undock command. Can I change that? On player entered cockpit. On time delay. I don't need the timer. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How many seconds? 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. We will go with 1 minute so that it... On player. Oh, I should read the stuff again. On 1 minute. Next. Docking connector. We don't need this. Start the job. It is undocking. It has 100% hydrogen. No real load in it. Maybe it could be that it can't read the load when it is constantly being circled, but I don't care. It is just here to fly up and down and up and down. I want to see it fly now, and then we have set this whole thing up completely and can go do something else. I might give this a bit of a, I don't know, a bit more of a structure than what we have here right now. This is just functional now. It's not looking nice in any way. Not that I really care. I could cut off the landing gears. I think I will do that. And then just... It's so nice. This is so nice. I might set up some screens on there so that I can remove the cockpit. We will see. Good, this is flying now. We have a uranium shuttle now, and now from there we can, I don't know, we can think about whatever. I'm not sure how to continue from this. I have uranium now in space that I can gather and that will be brought up there. So that is basically, you can see the shadow of the small drone. The next thing, we have ice now, so hydrogen in all its stages. We have uranium. I'm not sure if we really need to bring in I don't know if we really need to bring in anything else, but the interesting thing would be now to kind of automate this. But the problem is that the hydrogen and the uranium will mostly be used on our ships, and I'm not sure what to use for that. So I don't know if there is new scripts out there that maybe have the capability to jump somewhere, or that are able to really go and I don't know, that are able to completely automate this. So follow a ship. If it needs to jump somewhere where it is, then jump there. If it always knows where it is, maybe with laser antennas. I'm not sure. That would be interesting if we can automate the refueling process. We could have 2 drones or 1 that sit there and just wait maybe for a command. I'm not sure if there is something like this. Maybe we can use multiple. The big problem is I don't want to have them fly over hundreds and thousands of kilometers. That's dumb. Something central. Maybe have a something like a central refueling stations or multiple refueling stations somewhere. I'm not sure how this works, how this would work best. We could maybe concentrate on something like, okay, we bring most of the stuff central to Mars or something like this. The automated or the drone, the steerable hydrogen drone is nice. Maybe we set something up. We go to Mars maybe or something, because that's the planet where I most of the time am, and then we have a depot there that gets automatically, where the stuff is automatically shipped in. I'm not sure. We could go with this. If a drone flies over thousands of kilometers and just comes in every few days or every hours, that would work. Question is, does it continue to work? That's one thing I will have to see with this. What happens when I turn off the game? Will the drone get stuck, or will it continue as soon as the world starts back up? I think the PAM drones do that, so that could work out. People, but I think that's all for today. PAM drone works. I will stop it and give it maybe a bit of an overhaul, and then we continue this in the next episode, I would say. I will think about how to set this up. that it would be just the coolest thing if I could have 1 or 2 hubs or something that I always have hydrogen, uranium available for me. That would be amazing. We will have to see how this works out in the end. Again, it would be so much easier to just find asteroids in the area and then use them and have cargo drones run from there. On the other hand, I'm not sure. Yeah, we will see. People, I say thanks for watching. Hope you liked this episode. If you did, please leave a like on the video. And I hope to see you in the next one. See you guys.